Hey everyone. So in this video, we'll analyze the evolving trends in the hospitality sector and how best a retail investor can play it to make some bucks. Okay. So let's get started. So what is the changing trend in this particular sector? So COVID-19, when it happened, right, it almost killed the hospitality sector because people were not going out and all that happened. But once COVID stopped, right, you heard this term called revenge tourism, which started. And since it has started, right, people are still going out there, spending money and doing all that stuff. So even in off seasons in Goa, right? If you check the hotel rates, they are still running pretty high, and people are still partying like throughout the year, which was not there earlier. It was mostly seasonal, but nowadays people are continuously out there, mostly because you have this option of work from home from for all of a lot of IT guys, right? And startups. So because of which you are seeing this changing trend in the hospitality sector. So the hotel occupancy, if we just look at it, so in 2021, when COVID was at its peak, right, it was around 26 to 28% occupancy. So then it came to 40 to 42% in 22, FY22, in FY23, which just ended, right? So it is around 68 to 70%, but that is going to improve in FY24 is what the predictions are, right? So but this occupancy level is for the whole hospitality sector. But if you look at the luxury theme, that is the 5 star, the 7 star ones, right? Most of them are running full, right? So why this is happening? So mostly two things. So who usually goes for this luxury? It is usually the top level managers and all, or the businessmen. Since the economic activity in India is running at a very good rate, right? We haven't seen much slowdown and things like that. So that is the reason the businesses are doing well. So the business owners, they have pretty decent profits. So these guys are going out there and spending. It is not just in a five-star hotel, that is travels, tourism and stuff. Even if you look at luxury car sales, they have gone through the roof. Luxury watch sales, that has also gone through the roof. You're not getting bookings in five-star hotels because they have been pre-booked some few months ago itself. So these are the trends that are changing once COVID happened, and because of which the companies in that particular five-star sector are also doing well. So we look at which companies are there in that. So the positives for the industry, the revenge tourism that we talked about, and also nowadays you have this gram era, right? That is, everyone wants to post where they are, what they are doing on the social media, and people get inspired. So five star, which was more of a luxury for a lot of middle class people, now most of them want to go and stay in a five-star hotel. They don't mind spending that 10, 15, 20K for a single day, right? And then what is happening recently is people are combining leisure with business trips. So there is a new term called as leisure, which is kind of coming up. So many people are doing that. Earlier it was mostly business, but nowadays people are combining both, and which because of which the industry is seeing a little better occupancy and also the margin. So the fourth point is corporate and business demand is also picking up. That means whenever the business improves, so you have foreign delegates coming in, right? So if your client is a in foreign country, those guys keep visiting you because of which, like, let's say in places like Bangalore, Mumbai, and all, right? So there, these since these guys keep coming in more often, right? Because of which the occupancies and all of them are continuously high, and usually the foreigners you don't make them stay in a 2 star, 3 star stuff, right? Usually the bigger branch is where these guys would usually stay, right? Now, in the triggers for the next few quarters would be the G20 summit, which is happening, and also the Hockey World Cup, which is there in India. So, because of which, again, you'll see a lot of people coming to India, and this should help the hospitality sector. And the last one, so international tourism had not really picked up, but as per the data and the forecast, in 2024, it should pick up pace, right? Because as you know, in Europe and US, right, things aren't that great, right? Maybe once the economic activity also goes up, people would have more money, and the international tourism should also pick up pace in FY24. So those are the triggers for the industry in the coming next quarter and the next year as well. So if you look at the big players in this hospitality sector, what are these guys doing? So if you look at Hilton, so these guys are bringing their iconic Waldorf Astoria brand to India. So why are they doing it? Because they sense that India is a great market and we can make money here. That is why you see people like Hilton trying to come in with their best brands. Even Marriott recently, 2 days ago, these guys told that they are planning to add over 100 new properties in India by 25. So what is happening recently, even something like Chalet, those guys bought a resort. During COVID, a lot of these smaller players underwent a lot of stress, because of which a lot of them, smaller guys, are even selling out their properties. And these big guys are cashing in on that, doing acquisitions and things like that, right? So because of this trend that is happening, you see a lot of international brands also trying to come in. We'll just look at how the margins are improving. For this one is for Indian hotels, and if you look at the trend, so from September of 21, when where the margins were like 10%, that has continuously increased, and we are in the mid 30 range. 30 to 40 range is where the margins stand as on December 22, which is very healthy. And this net profit number posted by Indian Hotels of 404 crores is the best ever result, right? So definitely things are improving, and it is not going to cool off so easily. Looking at the past trend, because people thought the revenge tourism will cool off after some time, but it is not stopping whatsoever. Right? So this is the margins, and it is across the industry. If you look at most of these five-star chains, right, you'd see that the margins are going through the roof because of higher rates and also higher occupancy. Okay, so if you look at Indian hotels, hardly 6% down from its all-time high, the Indian hotels. So this also looks good, continues to be in stage two. If you look at Mahindra Holidays and Resorts, this is making a cup and handle on a larger time frame. Like this is a weekly this thing, right? This one is also hardly 5-6% from its highs. Next is Kamath Hotels. So these guys also run five-star hotels, and also this one is hardly 8% from its 52-week high. But if you look at a larger picture, that is, it made a high of let's say 150 in the year 2010. So almost a 13-year high. It is close to that 13-year high. And something like Taj GVK, which is a two players have come in together, that is Indian Hotels and the GVK Group of Hyderabad, and these guys have also are running a business. So this one also is hardly 8% kind of down from its 52-week high. And if you look at the longer picture, maybe around let's say 12-13% down from its 15-year high. That was around 250 levels, right? So these five-star hotels are doing well. The price action is telling you that big guys are interested. They are going out there and buying these stocks because you are getting them at dirt cheap prices. Looking at the positive trend that is happening and the profits that these guys are going to generate in the coming years, right? They would be easily able to bring down their debt and also maybe do some acquisitions to further improve their profits and sales. Okay, hope this helps. So maybe you can also, if you are a very safe trader, maybe look at the good one like Indian hotels and play it very safe. If you are, let's say, someone who wants to take some risk, maybe you can bet on the other ones. But the normal hotels, like let's say the Lemon Tree kind of guys, right? They are, they are also doing good, but not as great as these five-star guys, is what I would say. Okay, probably this might help you in your analysis, and hopefully you'll also make some money here. Thank you.